Sometimes, as a fan of sports, as a fan of some of our favorite teams, we just feel it in our heart and our soul when our team loses, but not just lose, but when you lose because of an error that could have been easily avoided. What am I talking about? I am a diehard Miami Hurricanes fan. Been one all my life. I grew up in the 80s, during the heydays of the 90s, and the early 2000s when we had remarkably one of the greatest teams ever. So I've been around a while, and sometimes we get compared to the Dallas Cowboys, saying that, we're a lot of talk, but we haven't been relevant in the last 20 years. Maybe rightfully so, but damn it, I'm a fan. And what I experienced this past weekend just hurt me to my core. For a long time, I've been waiting for us to turn the corner and become somewhat relevant again, or just play good football and win some football games. Last year, I threw that away because it was our coach Mario Cristobal's first year. And you're not going to get it right in the first year. You got to do a lot of things like recruit, bring your staff, do all of that kind of stuff. So that's what he's done so far this year. Turnover on the staff, bringing new talent in. And I must say we have good talent and a great staff. I think the future is very bright. However, the mistake that he made this past Saturday is just I don't know if I can get past it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about this past Saturday when my Miami Hurricanes had the game against Georgia Tech in hand. Now, we played a terrible game. We did. From front to end, we played a terrible game. But, it was one of those games where it's like you look at your team and like, you know what? We played bad, but damn it, we about to come out of this with a win. We'll regroup this week going into the next game. I mean, hell, we outplayed Georgia Tech in all facets of the ball, outgained them by 250-something yards, total yards. But when you have 4 turnovers, it's hard to right that ship. Our quarterback, Mr. TVD, Tyler Van Dyke, who was looking like a gem again, had 3 picks. Looked like he was bought. And then, of course, Don Chaney, the running back, fumbled at the end. Now, reason why it is a tragedy, shall I say, of a loss is because, ladies and gentlemen, we were actually up with a minute and some change to go. And all we had to do was take a knee. Take a damn knee. Victory formation. Take a knee. You take a knee. They only have a couple timeouts left. That clock is going to run. And if they do get the ball back, it'll be with like 12 seconds and they got to go the full length of the field with no timeouts. A 99.9% probability chance of winning the game. That's what I'm talking about. A 99.99999 probability of you winning the game by just taking the damn knee and running the clock out. What did he do? He got cute and ran the ball. Don Chaney fumbles the ball. And granted, it shouldn't have been called the fumble because his elbow was down. But that doesn't mean anything because he should not have been in that situation. Point blank. Should never have been in that situation to even give them an opportunity to get the ball back. Now they got the ball back. And what they do? 2 plays. No timeouts. Last play, busted coverage, over the top, touchdown, walk off with the win. Now, I understand Mario Cristobal. He ate this one and said it's his fault. You damn right it's your fault. You the head coach, and that was a damn coaching mistake. The only way you right this wrong is step number 1. You got to go to Chapel Hill this week and you better wear that ass out. I ain't talking about no moral victories. We played hard. I want to go out there and play damn near perfect football on all 3 facets of the ball. Special teams, offense, defense, and go up there and kick their ass. We owe North Carolina ass whooping from the last few years anyway. Right? I mean, Mac Brown, since he's come back to North Carolina, has just owned us. It's time we go up there and put our foot up their ass and kick some butt, man. It's time for us to do it. And there's no way around it. I'm not talking about go up there, play hard, primetime game on ABC. No, I'm talking about go up there like you got a point to prove, which really you do, that you can shake this off, move past, because we still have an opportunity to do something great in the ACC by winning the conference or giving ourselves a chance to go to the championship. But that doesn't stop there. I want an ass whooping this week in Chapel Hill, and then the next week, guess what? We got Clemson coming to South Beach. So you got to pull off these 2 dubs in good fashion. I'm talking about pull them off to right these wrongs, because what you just did cost us that game and cost us an opportunity to rise in the rankings. That's neither here nor there. Now, not only did I have to deal with that, y'all, I am an Atlanta Braves fan. Atlanta Braves have been number one in baseball pretty much all year. I've been waiting for this moment. I was like, you know what? We're going to get in these playoffs and kick butt. We're going to go see another World Series. But no, Saturday night at home, they get shut out. The number one scoring team in all of baseball gets shut out. Now, keep in mind, this happens earlier in the night on Saturday, and then later in the night, I got to deal with the Hurricanes losing in the way they did. So it's just an awful sports Saturday for me. Awful. But who made my sports weekend a little bit better? None other than the Atlanta Falcons. Can you believe that? Now, for all the trash and stuff that I talked about Desmond Ridder, I give him credit. He looked good. He looked good like he's trying to keep his job. He did. He actually was efficient. He threw for 329 yards and a tutty and was actually one of the best fantasy scoring quarterbacks on the week. Who knew? Desmond Ridder, right? Now, we were playing Houston. No matter what, in the NFL, a win is a win. And Houston had us on the ropes, thought they was going to take it out. But we pulled it out in the end, nonetheless giving me a victory, a much-needed victory as a fan on a sports weekend. Because at the end of the day, guys, we're just fans. I know we root for our teams, but we're just fans. And sometimes we ride them and it just hurts us to the core when they lose. But it wasn't just about the loss this past weekend for the Miami Hurricanes that hurt me to the core. It was the way we lost. So Mario Cristobal, you must right your wrong. Atlanta Braves, please find a way to win at some point and get to the next round. And to my Atlanta Falcons, Desmond Ridder, I hope you have turned the corner. I hope you have turned the corner and are going to continue to prove to us that you could be our QB1 in Atlanta.